Sellers to the air again. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Handoff for Robinson. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go play action with Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Brenton inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal. He's got the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Bring in the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna. At the 35, he's loose. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hand off Robinson running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Running inside, it's Fuller. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bennett. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
4th down, Sellers. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and
finding some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got his man. And the defense drags him down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He's moving out of the pocket. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Fuller. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Sellers on the play action. Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Still snags it, and he's open. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Play fake, Sellers. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Sellers. He unleashes a long one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Again, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Punt is on its way. From out of his own end zone, he's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown Sooners. Special teams proving to be special. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No. Yes, perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen, and he sure as heck does when he gets it.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.